Hello class 11. Today I am starting with a new portion of chapter 1, that is Greenpeace. I hope you all have heard about the Greenpeace organization. It's a very environment friendly organization of the world, and it is in all about 40 countries of the world. It was founded by Bill Darnell and Dorothy Stowe in 1971 in Vancouver, Canada, and its main coordinating office is located in Amsterdam. Now, it focuses on some worldwide environmental issues that you have to know. There are 5 points they have given. All the 5 points are important for you, like oceans and ancient forest protection. Ocean is a very big resources of our world. Like, we get a lot of petroleum from there, lots, and other biodiversities are also there, but especially we want this ocean for the petroleum, right, for the extraction of petroleum. And ancient forest is a biodiverse region of our world, and we get a lot of things, numerous things from forest. So the protection of those ancient forests are one of the focuses of the Greenpeace organization. Secondly, fossil fuel, coal, petroleum, these are fossil fuels. These actually phases out. This actually one time will come that it all will get perish. So we must promote the use of renewable resources, and we must stop the climatic changes, global warming, environmental disasters, nuclear disarmament, and an end to nuclear contamination. The very strong countries of our world, which are developed countries, they are all always are busy to do the nuclear tests, to build the nuclear arms. So it is very important to look after this, that one country should not perform a lot of nuclear tests which may create any kind of environmental damages. That also is the focus of the Greenpeace organization. Elimination of toxic chemicals, definitely it's one of the main factors, and preventing the release of genetically engineered organisms into nature. So these are the 5 points of focus. Now, what is the mission or this mission statement of this organization? It is a very non-violent organization, right? And it a creative confrontation to expose global environmental problems, and they always try to give a very green, very peaceful future to us. So what are the main goals of this Greenpeace organization that we must know? They have given here 4 points. All the 4 points you will write when you are asked to give the goals of Greenpeace. Protect biodiversity in all its forms. That means it protects the nature. Prevent pollution, obviously, it may be land, air, water, whatever it is. End all nuclear threats, because nuclear disaster is a big problem in our world, where we are always trying to survive in order to to be in order to survive, we want the nuclear arms to be ready with us. So for that, the countries are always trying to do the nuclear tests. So definitely this is a big threat. So to release from this threat, this Greenpeace works. And also promote peace, global disarmament, and non-violence, because one of the main mottos of Greenpeace organization is the non-violence. Next part is the strategy. Greenpeace relies on individual supporters and foundation grants. It does not accept funds from governments, political parties, or corporations. It believes in direct actions which have triggered off legal action against the activists. It has brought to public notice various environmental issues and influenced decisions of both public and private sectors. So this is the strategy of their work, right? So uh, this strategy, not a very important part of this Greenpeace portion, but please go through it once. Okay, main things which you have to know: who were the founders, and what were the the focused uh, points on which the Greenpeace works on, and what are the missions of this Greenpeace organization. Clear? Another very short topic is Worldwide Fund for Nature. I hope you all have heard about WWF. Now, this is an organization committed to the conservation of the environment. Again, the names of the founders are very important, students. Sir Julian Huxley, Peter Scott, Guy Mountfort, and Max Nicholson, who set out to protect endangered species and their habitats. Habitats means, their homes. Actually speaking, habitats means where the species stays, their home. Okay, it came into being in 1961. The mission statement of WWF are conservation of biological biodiversity, sustainable use of renewable resources, reduction of pollution, and wasteful consumption. These three are the mission statements, very, very important from this part. Now, what are the goals and strategies? It is hoped that by 2020, that we are running through, WWF will conserve many of the world's most ecologically important regions by working in partnership with others. The main goals are to protect and restore species and their habitats. Just now I have said you the regions where they stay, we call them as habitats. Strengthen local communities' ability to conserve the natural resources they depend upon. Local communities means we are talking here about the forest people, the tribes. Transform markets and policies to reduce the impact of production and consumption of commodities. Ensure that the value of nature is reflected in decisions made by individuals, communities, governments, and businesses. That means we must do all our works. We must, focus on our professions, reflecting upon the protection, the conservation of nature. Mobilize hundreds of millions of people to support conservation. In an effort to achieve its goals, the organization has included not only conservationists but also businessmen for taking practical decisions and executing well managed plans. The WWF works closely with the World Conservation Union and has formed partnerships with the United Nations, the World Bank, and the European Union. This part is not so important, but you need to know the mission statements. There are three very, very important mission statements of WWF. You must know the full form of WWF. You must know the founder's name and the year in which it was founded, and all the 5 goals and strategies. Okay? So we are done with this very too short part of chapter 1. If you have any problem to understand any part, I don't think it will be, but if you have, you can come up with that in the comment box. And students, I hope you have gone through the other parts which I have already finished off. And if you want, I can repeat it once, the parts which I have finished. I have given notes also of few of them. One of them is the deep versus shallow ecology. Another one is sustainable development. These two I have given notes, written notes. And Gary Snyder, the bio sketch of Gary Snyder, who was an environmentalist, and Barry Commoner. These two bio sketches I have discussed from the book. And today I have completed 2 other very small portions of the same chapter. Please go through these chapters properly. Okay, these portions of the chapter properly. Thank you.